Gang, as promised in studio, we have Nick Geraghty, the newest kid on the block with DHA. Nick, welcome to the party. Welcome to your first time on Real Estate Radio. You nervous?
A little bit, yeah. Thanks for having me, though. Excited to be here.
Just swinging the microphone there.
Yeah.
Brand new to DHA. What is DHA? Who is DHA? I know about DHA, but help our listening audience know.
Yeah, DHA, based out of Denver. Basically, we're just a one-stop mortgage shop. That's all we do. We focus on only mortgages. And the beauty of that is we have a staff that's designed to help you go through the mortgage process. It's not necessarily one of those things where everybody goes out and says, I'm super excited to have a mortgage. Everyone's shopping for a house, not a mortgage, right? So
isn't that the truth?
Yeah. So our idea is let's make this as simple for the customer as possible, and get a staff that's on it from day one to closing, or even before day one, before you find that house. And I'm really excited for what's in store. It's
the best kind of mortgage is the one that's like unseen, right? Like where there's not issues and it's the smooth sailing.
Exactly.
DHA is a company I've had the privilege of investing in, and it is really great because we saw a need in the Fargo-Moorhead community to have this little boutique type shop. And there were two pieces with that. One was we said DHA is a great company, but then, man, we met you, and you have just knocked our socks off, Nick. Your story starts in Moorhead and kind of stays in Fargo now, right? Walk us through life from birth to now. But remember, we have just a 30-minute show.
So born in Moorhead, a spud, born and raised, and moved over to this side of the river when I graduated. So,
and where'd you go to school?
I went to NDSU, and then did some classes online with Rasmussen as well.
Okay.
Born and raised, families all around town, brothers and sisters still close. They two brothers down in the Minneapolis, and my sister up in Bottineau on Lake Minnegoshi with her husband there. And kind of a family guy. Family's all in town, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. And I remember golfing with you a little bit this summer, and we're both lefties. And one of us is better than the other, and I'm just going to let the audience figure out who's the better golfer. Certainly not me. And you gave me just a little tip right away that actually improved my golf game through the rest of the year. I never told you that.
Oh, no kidding.
You gave me a little
grip,
tip.
Huh?
It was all in the grip. And, I mean, I'm still terrible, but I was just like not as terrible.
Well, me as well. So
you flatter me, and that's nice of you to do.
You'll be the first to compliment my golf game. I'll say that.
Okay. So, because I'm a words of affirmation guy.
There you go.
It's just one of my love languages: pie and words of affirmation. Right. Yeah, we're covering it. So Nick, DHA, newer to the area. You are not new to banking and mortgage, though. You worked at a juggernaut for years and years. What's your banking life been like to get to this point?
So started as right on the teller line my freshman year at college. Worked my way up into a personal banking position, focusing mostly on opening accounts. Also got myself exposed to the personal lending game, and that's where I really found my passion for helping people not only get car loans, now get house loans, mortgages, but I love making that puzzle fit together for that person, figuring out what that person's passions are, what their goals are. And my banking career has thankfully allowed me to blend my passions for my love of houses, my love of finance, and helping people get into the right position, especially on something like we talked about that people don't necessarily always love and understand, the mortgage side, but that's what guys like me, nerds like me, are for. So
Nick, there's people who do their jobs, and there's people who live their jobs. And what I've noticed with you the last few weeks especially is that you're a guy that like lives, eats, breathes, and sleeps financing and mortgages, and like it's your passion, right?
Absolutely.
Were you always the banker in Monopoly? Is that how it worked?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Love to be. With my brothers, you almost kind of. If one of them weren't, you almost had to win in Monopoly. It's funny you say that. But I was the kid that would get my piggy bank and sort out my quarters, sort out my dollars. So I've always
did you have the really cool thing that like pizza delivery guys used to have that clipped to your belt? Some of you out there know what I'm talking about, where you like have all the 4 different coin slots and you just
I did not. No, I know what you're talking about. But
man, those were made of dating repellent, and I wore one growing up. Yeah, it was pretty rough.
one of those in Crocs and hit the town, right?
Oh my gosh, you are bringing back flashbacks of lonely days. So always passionate about it, but now you find yourself in the mortgage world, and you find yourself with this great company called DHA. Folks, what I love is that you're going to get local service from Nick, and then you're going to get wonderful support from a company that is just has like everything put together. It's really exciting to see.
No kidding. Yeah, I'm really excited. Like I said, this staff, all they do is live, breathe, and sleep mortgage. So we know exactly what it takes to make that as stress-free of a process as possible. So I'm excited for what's in store.
So I want to give people some tips today if they're thinking, because right now the year is about up. If somebody came today to get a mortgage, they could possibly close before the end of the year. But realistically, we're into 2019, right?
Yep. Yeah. Closings in 25, 30 days are going to be a thing of the norm. They already are a thing of the norm. So like you said,
quick.
The end of the year still possible. But yeah, we're getting into 2019 here. 30 to 45 day closings are pretty typical as well. Any longer is going to be dependent on your seller or your buyer, respectively. So.
Right. So 2019 is now upon us. What can we expect? If I'm looking to buy a house, or if I'm looking to sell a house and buy a house in 2019, I know you don't have a crystal ball, but you study this and you have an idea of what's to come. We've seen really incredible years the last 4 or 5 years with super low, like historic low interest rates, and now it's climbing.
Yep.
Is that going to keep climbing, Nick?
That's the hot topic right now. Absolutely. I know the Fed meets in the middle of December again, and they have been talking about increasing the prime rate again. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. But like you said, I live, breathe, and sleep this. So that's always something, call and ask your lender about if you're nervous about. But respectively, looking back 10, 15, 20 years, for rates to still be hovering around 5%, it's still a really great time to get in and get that locked. So
it's opportunistic, I think, right now to jump on houses. Here's what I know about the winter is lots of people talk about real estate and not as many people act on real estate.
Exactly.
In fact, more people look online for houses in December, January, and February than in any other months of the year. So shopping is happening right now.
Yep.
And so, Nick, what advice would you give for somebody out there who's considering making a move in 2019? What are a couple things they need to do so you can set them up for great success in the mortgage world?
Yep. Obviously I'm biased, but talking to a lender, even if you're not necessarily thinking of buying right now today, really great idea. Actually just talked to a couple yesterday during the Pi Day craziness, and they came in and they said, hey, we're thinking about buying next summer. And those are my favorite type of borrowers, the ones that they've got their checklist of items they're doing, and realistically they possibly could even buy today, but the fact that they're planning out their budgeting, even if you're buying a year or 2 years from now, get an idea of where your credit's at, get an idea of what kind of down payment you would need. There's the idea that, hey, do I need 20% down to buy? Do I need 10%? Absolutely not. You can get in with little to no down payment on some programs. So
sign me up.
Amen. Exactly. Those are things that, talk to your lender about. Make sure, hey, if I'm not in the position right now, what does it take to get in the position in the future? And that's where guys like me come in to help you figure that out.
Nick, I'm excited to see what you do with mortgages in this community.
Yeah.
You're somebody who's been here your whole life. You're somebody who cares about this community, and you put your clients first every moment. And so
absolutely.
I love and appreciate that so much. If folks want to get in contact with you, what's the best way to do so?
Yeah, so you can get in contact with me at either my email or the website. My email is just Geraghty, Geraghty, at dhaloan.com, or you can go to dhaloan.com, our website, and if you hit apply now, you'll find me on the drop-down menu.
Perfect. dhaloan.com, folks. That's where you want to go just to start the process, because 2019 might be the year of your move. Nick, thanks for being in studio with us. And folks, we're going to head to the break. In the meantime, go to livefargomoorhead.com. This is Real Estate Radio with Erik Hatch.